Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Welcome to your reading for August 22nd through the 28th. Just a little heads up, I'm going back to Moon Directed for the title of my channel. So if you notice that, that's what's happening here. So we start off this week with the Moon in Cancer. So the Moon in Cancer on Monday and Tuesday, we have Empower Yourself and Amble with Contentment. Don't let anybody push you or tell you what direction you have to move with. Empower yourself. You get to choose. It is about enjoying the journey, and don't forget that you can fly. That is a sailfish, and the sailfish always says, hey, you can fly. You can. Sailfish will travel up to 110 kilometers per mile. Now, I don't know how many miles per hour that is, but that's what it says in the book, and I'm like, what? That's a lot. Okay, so tune into your personal power, and here we have Amble with Contentment. This is waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous. So I say, you only jump when you want to jump. You jump as high as you want to jump, but you don't let somebody else tell you how high you can fly, when you have to go. So, Leo, being Leo, excellent. On Monday, that moon is going to be moving into Virgo at 11:16 p.m. So, Leo, you are wrapping up your solar sun sign season. I hope that you had an empowering one. I feel like it was an empowering opportunity. Lots of energetic shifts and changes were happening. So I hope that you were using it to really step into your power. And now it's time to sharpen our pencils, start putting our hopes and goals and dreams on paper, and start making plans for the future. We have a new moon that's happening on Saturday morning, and it isn't that highly aspected. It's kind of got a little gentle start to it. What's interesting is that 18 months from now, when it is a full moon, it's pretty powerful is in the shift of the change of letting something majorly go to start something new. And so you are in this process over the next 18 months. So you need an 18-month plan for that thing in your life that you have decided you want to change. You got 18 months to take this plan that you're organizing and really flesh it out and make it work for you. And you definitely have this new beginning coming, because look, when that moon is in your sign, it gets there at 9:09 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time US on Wednesday. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You have the birth. You have the birth. This is Venus in Cancer energy. This is the birth of something new that it starts small. It needs to be nurtured. It is very much what we're doing here with this moon. And so what is this little dream, this little goal, this that has so much potential, that something you're passionate about, that you love and you want to nurture? You know, also some of you are pregnant. We've got this Amble with Contentment and this birth card. You're either giving birth or you're manifesting a birth. Could be a creative project, though. Children are definitely creative projects. Wow, look at all this. Okay. That moon moves into Virgo at 8:25 p.m. So on Fridays. So that is that's Saturday and Sunday energy, and that new moon happens at 4:17 in the morning at 4 degrees. And so we wake up into this really new moon. We are definitely in Virgo energy come Saturday, but we really want to get things organized. It is a new moon, but you have the release card, the death card, the letting go of the past. It is the transitioning out of something into giving something new. It's the birth canal, right? It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Okay, they just said the juice is worth the squeeze, and I'm thinking about giving birth to something, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I like that imagery, but whatever you get out of that. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Have patience and don't worry. Again, this is an 18-month process, this birthing canal, this getting something new. You have time, but look at you showing up here. The Queen of Wands showing up here. Queen of Spring, brilliant, loyal, and talented. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work life and home life. And this is a time to be very prudent about where you invest your time, your energy, your finances. Yes, it's Pentacles, but this feels like very much more of any kind of energetic. We do have the 6 coming out with the 7. So this is very much about being very discerning and deciding what has value to you, and are you getting back what you're putting into something. So is this a job where you're giving all your time and energy, but they're not really giving you the appreciation or the recompense in either financial, whatever, and is it allowing you to stay in balance with the work and home life too, right? There's a lot of balance coming through here, and also this amble with contentment. It's a seahorse, and the seahorse, the male cares for the young, and so again, are things balanced in your life? Are people giving back what they're taking from you? Because you have the 4 of Spring, the 4 of Wands. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. And so I feel like this is a week where you get rid of the crap that doesn't work for you. If it is not allowing you to birth for yourself a life that feels balanced, where you are empowered, where you feel like you are appreciated, and I think if things are not working the way you want them to, I just don't ever think people should ever cross a Leo. They'll take a lot, and then they stand up and they say they roar. They shake their mane, and if you aren't afraid, you probably should be. Just saying. All right, so key to the situation this week, we have the King of Chalices. Look, it's the seahorse energy. That is, the guy is taking care of the young ones. There is a definite energy around what brings balance. And this is putting in your, wow, hold on. Ooh. No kidding. Whoa. Leo, look. It's time to get rid of what does not work for you, because what's on the other side? We have the emotional fulfillment here of the 9 of Chalices. Okay? We'll get to that outcome. That's beautiful. All right, so here we go. It is about the balance. This is bringing in the yin and the yang into balance. The energy you put out, you need to be getting it back. And if it is not in balance, you take back you decide what brings it into balance for yourself. Other people will take advantage of you as long as you allow them to. And so there's a need here to say, no, wait, I'm in charge of my own life here. Here we have the 7 of Wands. It's like this woman is standing here. She's looking at this chart about what goes up and what goes down. It's so funny. She's at work and he's at home. But which one of these cards looks happier? And so, is your home life bringing you joy? Do you feel like your life is in balance? Does work feel like it's sucking the life out of you? Have you taken on more responsibilities than that are yours? There's so much analysis paralysis in the 7 of Wands here. 7 of Wands, you should be, it's usually about standing the higher ground, and it is about empowering yourself. But this one, she is so buttoned up. She is definitely in control. She's definitely in charge. Very much Leo energy in that way. But she doesn't look like she's having any fun at all. And I think that this lack of fun has been really a problem in the area, in the heart space where you feel loss. It's the 2 of Cups. This is loss of a partnership on an intimate level. It's the way they're showing this is like, okay, it doesn't mean that you've lost your partner, although it could mean that, right? You could have a breakup, or someone may have passed, okay, and there's the sadness around the loss. For others of you, this is a loss of those intimate moments with your partner. Are you making time for the people in your life that matter to you. And if you are not, or are you making time and space so that there can be people in your life that matter to you, right? So here we have the obstacle here is the moon. Your emotions, not having enough information. Cancer season was difficult. And for many of you, particularly if you're a Leo rising, this is your 12th house of release and letting go. It is a lot of energetic letting go that happens in the 12th house. And so it could have been that whole moon season, Cancer season, was difficult. But it also could be that getting your emotions in balance has been a problem for so many reasons. But astrologically, it was just a tough summer. Like, I don't know anybody really that sailed through the summer, but maybe they just haven't been talking to me. I don't know. It just seemed difficult. So, look, here you have an opportunity. The action to take here is first, take passionate action. Okay, again, if you have not been connecting with your partner, make the time for that. If you haven't been connecting with friends and family and doing things that bring joy and happiness, that's what you're being asked to do here, because where are you going to transform things? By being passionate and excited about it. And the Six of Cups. Now we got mom and dad both there. Right? It is the reuniting with people that you've known for a while. It's your soulmate family. It's time to reconnect and bring this all into balance. Here there's so much analysis going on. She's analyzing the chart. It's very, very much about analyzing the situation, very much up in her head. It's in the area of where you're trying to gather information and with going over charts and graphs and trying to maybe sort out, can I take less time at work and in order to have a more full life? Can we afford to do that? There's a lot of reasons why people are wondering about that right now. And so there's been a lot of analysis going on. The Queen of Swords here makes a choice. She makes a decision. She decides. This is a week where I think all the analysis, when you're following your heart to create this balance in your life, that's how you empower yourself. That sailfish has what looks like a big old sword on it, right? And here's this clarity coming in. And the decision. I think this is a week of actually making a decision to start something new. I'll tell you why I think that. First off, we have a new moon. That's great. If you are a Leo rising, again, this is in your second house around finances, but also what you value. And if what you value is a more balanced life, there's here. And here in the heart space, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords here, she is sitting in meditation. I don't really particularly like having swords sitting there in the heart space, but I almost feel like if you're balancing the thoughts and the analysis and you're also balancing it with your heart, what feels right with what shows up. So you've done the work, you've done the analysis, you put it all on paper, you've looked at it. I've got this job opportunity over here, or if I cut back my hours over there, or if I cut out this volunteer project over there. Like busy people, sometimes they don't stop and sit down and go, wait, I'm exhausted. And one of the nice things that happened during 2020 was so many people were like, wow, my life is too packed. And I needed to be a little more flexible, a little more fluid, a little more family time, a little more time for just being me. And I think that then when we all started going back to work and it started picking up the pace again, we missed that. Whereas we didn't used to miss it because we didn't know what was missing before. But now we know. Wait, I miss having some time for myself, time for my family. Even though there was maybe too much family time, now it's like, but I could use a little more of that. And I think that is where this balancing comes in. Like, you've done the analysis now. What makes you passionate in your heart space? What makes you feel like you're at home in your own home? Literally. Like, it's not just a place you drop off stuff and you have to, get the to-do list together and everything. I know so many people who during the pandemic said, well, one thing I learned for sure is my kids don't need to be in 16 different activities at once. They can pick a sport, maybe 2 for the year, but they don't need to be in a sport all year round. Or, they don't need to be in all these clubs and organizations. They need to slow it down a little. We need more time together. I'm sick and tired of fast food in the car being our family meal time. And I think that there's a lot of that energy in this reading here of like what is actually of value. What feeds the soul? What feeds the soul? The outgoing card here is we have the Lovers. This is making a major choice. And they're either buying or selling this house here. It says for sale. It's a major choice. What's interesting is the Death card in this deck has people moving out because they need to release and let go. Here, it's a choice you're making in your control. You're not being forced out. There's no big forest fire coming or volcanic eruption about to take down the place. No. This is you making a clear-headed choice and decision. Do I stay in the situation or do I go? What feels stable and solid and like family to me? What is the Four of Wands in my life? Where do I find myself feeling at home and enjoy in my own power? This is a week where you get to decide and then strike the match and make it work. You get the Ace of Wands. This is you. This is you choosing. Here she's setting the table, and it's got all these different candles on it. And here she's lighting one of them. Which one are you, what are you most passionate about? Where do you want to focus your energy? What is the big choice you're going to make that's going to, the word got lost. Okay, I'm going to use the word impact. That was not the word they were giving me, and I lost it. But it's going to inform. Thank you. What is the big choice that's going to inform the way your life unfolds from here? This new moon. It's only one. It is an 18-month process. Although, for you, Leo, I think you immediately have a major shift, a major change that you can initiate and enact right now. I do think you need to allow it to completely unfold over the next 18 months. It's almost like when a fire burns through a prairie, it creates change immediately. Within weeks, you've got lots of new grasses coming up, but it takes a couple of years for you to see the fullness of the meadow coming back. The redistribution of the plants and the flora and where everything is. There will be changes that come that are longer range, but you're going to notice an immediate clearing out. That is up to you. You get to do that because you're going to take your power back right here. And you decide what has value. Seven of Pentacles. What's worth your time and energy? What's not? How do you bring the balance in? Powerful week for you. All right, Leo. Giving birth to something amazing. You really are. I'm on Facebook every day if you want to follow along with the energy. I do a live chat when I premiere the video on Sunday for the week ahead. And if you'd love to come and join me, I would love to have you there. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.